Hey, the folks, got a new knife for you. What I have here is a Greg Medford Knife and Tool Company Micro Praetorian G. This one has the Vulcan finish. This one has D2 steel, G10 show side, and titanium block side. This particular one, now I'm not sure if this was a limited run with the custom pocket clip. This one that I got has a custom titanium pocket clip with a little flame anno on it. Now, if you guys are familiar with the channel, you know I've been jonesing for a Praetorian. I just wanted a Praetorian. I've always wanted a Praetorian. I thought they were cool. I've always liked the design. Now, I didn't when I had an infatuation with the Praetorians. It wasn't for the micro. I wanted the larger size, the regular size Praetorian. That's when I was into overbuilt knives. Like when I had my Chavez, when I still have my Chavez actually, the big holdback knives, and yeah, I like the design. I love the design. Now I'm more into smaller knives, and now they have this micro Praetorian. So how I obtained this, a good friend of mine, Brooklyn Tactical Design, sent me a DM, sent me a link to a gentleman that was selling this on the secondary, and I've actually never bought anything from Instagram, I don't believe. If I have, it's been a while. I don't recall ever purchasing anything on Instagram, and I was definitely a little hesitant because, a couple of my friends, Jim Skelton, had some bad experiences selling knives. I don't know if he ever had a bad experience buying knives, but you never know who you're gonna buy from. If the knife is what they're describing, is what it is. If it's a knockoff, right? Are you gonna lose your money? Is it gonna be delivered on time? Whatever. Anyway, it was an awesome transaction. Thank you very much, Brian, if you're watching. Knife is exactly as he described. I love it. It's awesome. It's a Vulcan finish. I love the Vulcan finish. Centering is beautiful on this knife. It is a stout little folder. Lockup is still early, right? No rock, no wiggle. I mean, it is a Medford, so it's known to be a hard use folder. Brian says he's never taken it down. I believe him. It doesn't seem to have been opened at all, and I don't think there's a need to. But yeah, I mean, I love it. It is. I did notice that. This is what I noticed. That it is, and again, Greg shows you how to open his knives, and he says that most of his knives are designed to be open two-handed because he's concerned that it might open up in your pocket and he doesn't want you to get cut. This knife is no exception. The detent is very strong. It's a very strong detent. Oh, I want to say also that Brian, the gentleman that sold this to me, said that he did have this Wicked Edge at Plaza Cutlery, which is fine. Looks like they did a good job on the D2, so I am fine with that. I don't know if that voids warranty. I don't think it shouldn't, regarding Greg's policy. But I did notice that the detent is very strong. Now, I've held a couple of Greg's knives at the show, and I noticed the detent is strong. I didn't seem to have any issues opening them at the show. Now, those were the larger Praetorians. This is a micro. So there is a little bit of a learning curve opening it, unless you're fine just opening it two-handed every time. That's fine. You could do that. Good luck trying to open it one-handed. It is a little bit of a skill. I can do it if you hit it at the bottom, right? But I find that I use the fast bandit method where I basically put my finger there and my other finger there, give it a little opening, and then I just ride the blood groove or the fuller. And other than that, it's awesome. I mean, I love it. I love the knife. That itch had to be scratched. It's been scratched. It is every bit as stout as any Medford folder, except it's in the smaller variety. Some criticisms, I would say that when they cut this lock, now I had this happen with my flipper. What's the flipper I got from Greg? The Viper. I noticed that these are a little bit sharp, Greg. If you're watching, maybe you can have your guys buff that out a little bit, sand it a little bit, smooth it out. But other than that, everything else is pretty good. Pretty smooth all around. No sharp edges. Well, these are very aggressive, as most Medford jimping is. This is very aggressive. This is also very aggressive. Not sharp, but definitely aggressive. I do have some friends that had some bad experiences with Greg. So, you know, politics aside, I met the man a few times. Greg's been nothing like a gentleman to me. So I really have no issues with him. Yeah, is he a Neanderthal? I'm kind of a Neanderthal. Does he speak what he thinks? And maybe he's not politically correct, and maybe he pisses off some people. Yeah, I'm sure. And again, I did have some friends that had bad experiences, and you know, they weren't too keen on me obtaining one. But I did get this in the secondary again. So these go for $600. I think with the Vulcan, it's probably a little bit more. But the micros are $600 to start off with. Again, I got this for $385, which I think is a deal. So, yeah, that itch had to be scratched. So, again, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've said that the secondary is dying a slow death. Thank God for us knife nuts. So, you know, $600 brand new, and you get it for $385. I think that's a pretty good deal. I mean, I got it for the cost of what some production knives out there are now. So I'm very happy with it. I got it with the Vulcan finish, which I do love. Yeah, sure, would have liked it full tie? Absolutely. But you know what? This will appease me for a little bit. You know, now that I have it, I love it. I do love it. It is a stout blade. It's not the most finesse knife. It's not the slickest. It won't fly out. But I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So, yeah. Just take a quick look at it. Macro style in this Praetorian. I love the fuller. I do love the way it looks. I love the Vulcan finish that comes out from the heat treat. I love the way that looks. A couple of knife makers, some of my knives already have that. My Butch Bull has the heat treat, which he just doesn't call it Vulcan finish, just the heat treat that he leaves on. Sharknico did that with his early knives where he left it gold because of the heat treat. Love this glass breaker pommel. Awesome. It is a stout knife. Awesome. Very happy with it. So it is out there, folks. If you're looking for your grail knife and you want it, either have your friends be on the lookout for it, notify you when it becomes available, just like my friend Chris did. Thank you very much, Chris. And here it is. It happened. Very smooth design. Smooth design. Very smooth transaction. Like I said on Instagram, I was very happy with that. Gentleman was excellent. Excellent. A little bit of stick there. But stick is good. Stick is good. Alright, folks. Just want to do a quick video overview on my latest score on Fanush on the cheap. Alright, guys. Have a blessed day. Peace.